have we not learned anything from the Ghanaian experience? Well, America is too far, we could say. So that one is a bit far-fetched, where a black man emerged in a country
against
of
all odds.
majority white people. That one is far, far, far away. That's in another world entirely. But Ghana is two, 3 doors away from here.
Yeah.
And these are the same Ghanaians whom we chased away from Nigeria. Ghana must go. Their country was so bad. They all ran to Nigeria. They had elections, and look at what happened at their elections.
Okay. Let me take it from the UI's report, because they had a very, very broad-based approach to how they circumscribed the problem and how they went about the solution. Indeed, they actually had experts flown in from Ghana. So you see the input of the Ghanaian experience within the UI's report. That's why I would say, I think the first thing for us to do, besides or in addition to getting registered, is for us to first of all ensure, which the acting president has done, that the Ways report is implemented. We need to first, all of us, we need
he hasn't done that yet.
He sent it to the
National Assembly.
He sent it there.
Well,
He sent it there.
And they are fiddling with it.
Yeah, so the first
They are
thing is
looking
that
at
we need the electorate need to get that Ways report implemented. Then in addition to that, secondly, with regards to the Ghana election or what is happening in Ghana, we need to take political science much more seriously than we do take it today in Nigeria. There is a general appetite even against that particular discipline. If you tell your parents that you want to go to the university and study political science, say, is anything wrong with you?
Yes.
What do you want to amount to be in this
Why
world?
can't you do biz admin?
Why can't you do business?
Economics, accounting,
law.
banking, law.
I mean that's until recently.
Yes.
Before it used to be medicine and engineering.
Yes.
But then it ended
And
up
law.
in law. It ended up in the
Finish.
Then the banks started making it good. Then they say, well, it seems like
Finance.
And banking lawyers are becoming
If-
bankers.
Yes.
Unfortunately for us, if you understood the real significance of political science, you will realize that without adequate knowledge of political science, at least virtually in every sector of the Nigerian polity, nothing else can be established on it, because it is upon political stability that you will now build economic development or even social welfare that everybody is crying about. If you look at from history, if you cry slavery, if you cry colonization, if you cry election malpractices, if you cry imperialism, if you cry
corruption,
voting, census rigging,
yes.
Corruption, everything lies on political science. Yes, we have everybody will say politics. You don't even need to tell anybody that politics is our problem.
Yes.
Yet that aspect in the university is neglected. At the secondary school, is dumped. At the primary school, it is not looked at.
Not taught.
We don't want to. we don't invest something. They want to get the result.
Civics at the primary school
Exactly.
level.
But look, just to add to what you have said, in America, from the beginning, you start learning about American Constitution. By the time you enter university, all courses you take, there must be American Constitution. Whether you are studying engineering or physics, you must take
Or
American
languages.
languages. You must study American Constitution. So the Americans know their Constitution. They also know their rights. So it has become part of their life.
Yes.
Now let us go back to the Ghanaian case. The Ghanaians have been fortunate than us in terms of the leadership, quality of leadership they have had. Kwame Nkrumah was a political scientist. Busia was a political scientist, a lecturer at Cambridge, who came home to rule them. Kufuor, barrister lawyer, an eminent jurist. The man there now, Atamios, professor of law. We have never produced the quality of leadership that these people have been producing.
Yes, I agree.
The Ghanaian elite have made up their mind since the days of Nkrumah. They will not allow any Puntu to come and rule them.
Any ruffian.
And when the military intercede, the Ghanaian elite ran away. From London, from America, they organized their return. And when they returned, they took charge. Ronin allowed their return, because Ronin was also educated, but in a military fashion. But when he realized that you cannot run this thing alone, he brought them back as economic commissioner or advisor, minister, finance this, finance that. He brought them back, and they made his administration successful.
Well said. He has said his last word. Now I want your last word on this.
Well, what I can say in all honesty is that there is hope for Nigeria, but as you have said, we need to participate, we need to resist, as you were saying.
Oppression.
But these resistance have to be organized. You see, resistance without organization, without a spearhead or an arrowhead, will not work. Why? Because of the heterogeneity of the Nigerian community.
Political.
Yes.
I'm also optimistic. The Ghana that we talked about, we know how fundamental leadership, is or was to the situation that happens in Ghana now. We know that Ghana was worse than Nigeria pre-Rawlings, and that was what made, Ghanaians to come to Nigeria. But at a point in time, a Messiah came. I'm a subscriber to the purificating or purifying tendency of blood. In Ghana, Rawlings shed some blood, and thereafter what we have, is peace. And ever since then, they have been telling very good stories thereafter. Things have got to stop. We have gotten to an extent where something has to give, and that is why I believe that the blood can purify. If we have somebody who comes in, cleans the audience table, takes away some of those guys who are, the hegemonists who are constituting a bulwark against the progress of Nigeria. I think we'll get to a place, even if it does not happen in our very before, our children and our children's children will get to a stage where Ghanaians are now, where Americans are.
Larry, last word.
Yeah, my last word is on the promise to the Americans that they are going to help us. It is indeed very important. America is a very great power, and you need an external power to countersign your stability in whatever you're going to do. Either you want to clean the audience table, you want to fight corruption, you need a bigger power that is going to say, if there is trouble, it will not go beyond this. Whatever arrangement the present Nigerian government has with America, they should look at it very well. If they stick by it and they make the Americans see that there is something for them to benefit in terms of foreign direct investment, then we may be able to see change. Otherwise, it is well with Nigeria.
Thank you very much.